Welcome back to the channel, how are we all doing? Hope we're all smashing those gigs out the park, as I always say. I am doing yet another unboxing. This has been sent to me by Shehds. Got to say thank you very much, Shehds, for sending this over to me. It has been very much appreciated. And if you've seen my previous unboxings from product center from Shehds and other manufacturers, you'll realise, you'll get to know that I like to, although it's an unboxing, something you might think is extremely boring, but it's literally that I run through what's inside, what's included inside the box and how well it is packaged, if it's coming from abroad, because you don't want to receive your goods which you have been waiting for and find out that it is damaged due to the packaging not being sufficient enough. So I'll run through all that, and also as well at the same time I will run through this construction and build quality, and let you know how sturdy it is, how well built it is, and if it's worth the money, what you pay for. So with no further ado, let's see what's included in this product. And of course, I should also tell you, it is the 6-watt Constellaser. So it is an RGB laser, and it not only is it an RGB laser, it does 2D and 3D patterns as well as animation as well. How good is that, eh? So no further ado, let's dive in the box and see what we have inside. It's double packaged, so you've got an outer boxing and an inner boxing. So, you know, it should handle pretty well through shipping. There's no doubt that it's not going to get damaged or anything is going to be amiss once it arrives on your doorstep. So let's see what is in this box. We have a nice bit of polystyrene or foam packaging. So it is really, really well packaged. So we've got an outer boxing and inner boxing, and within that inner boxing, we have a nice chunky bit of foam protecting it as well. I would also, as I said, run through a few of the features of it as well. Although I won't power it up on this particular vlog, I will do that on the next vlog in a real-time, real-life scenario, so you can get to see how well it covers and how much area it covers as well within a real venue. So this is literally just that, just an unboxing, what you get, what's inside of it, the build construction, as I previously said. With that said, we have for my part of the world what I live in, which is the UK, a 3-pin adapter. I should also say as well, it is rechargeable. That's the beauty of it as well. It's rechargeable, and not only is it rechargeable, it is IP65, so it can be used outside in all types of weather. With that said, you wouldn't be really want to use it in a hurricane or anything like that. But if there is light rain or a shower, or whatever, or you started your function and it's all dry when you started, and then it starts raining, you're pretty much safe to use this outdoors basically, because it is weatherproof, being IP65. Right, as I said, it is really, really well packaged. I can't take that away from them basically. Also in the box as well, we have a power cord. Again, for my part of the world, we have a 3-pin plug on the end of it. We have an ADAPTOR adapter, so you can plug this into your computer. Let me take it out so you can see that as well. So we have an ADAPTOR adapter, which means you can plug this into the back of the unit and plug your Cat 5 or Cat 6 cable in. It doesn't say which one it is, but possibly a Cat 5 or Cat 6. Plug this into your laptop or computer, and then you can actually control it and do some amazing stuff with it as well. Not only that, you can use a probably pro laser program as well to kind of like draw the best out of this fixture as well. DMX channel is 512, so that's the usual standard DMX channel, so you have the ability to use it via DMX. Also as well, there's an app you can download from the Play Store or iOS store as well, where you can use this Bluetooth wirelessly from your phone or a tablet basically, so which gives you overall control over the unit. Where you can, I will go through that as well once I'm at a venue and show you how that works. Going back to the leads, I should have previously mentioned that they are, because this fixture is IP65, which means you can use it outside, they are actually weatherproof fixtures. So you get a short lead which plugs into your power outlet of your wall and plugs into the back of the unit if it's a very, very short run. Right, so let's actually take the fixture out. Let's take the fixture out, take the fixture out of its packaging. does weigh quite a bit actually. It's not light by any means. It is of metal construction. It is all metal, which is fairly good. For it being metal, pretty good actually. You can tell this is a live unboxing, nothing's prepared. It's alright. I was aiming to do it in one take, but you know how it is, guys, once you're vlogging. Right, let's look on the back of the unit and see what we got. This bracket goes right round the back and the front. Sometimes you get a bracket and it stops when you move it down because the bracket height is not high enough, so it hits the back of the fixture. But this actually goes down the back and also rotates around to the front as well. On the sockets themselves, the power cons, we have a in and an out on the back, and also the same again. Everything's got a rubber plastic cap, just to give it that additional waterproof protection, which is really good. So we have our DMX in. We have our DMX out as well. Next one up is very tight. This is our Cat 6 or Cat 5 connection. And again, our elder connection as well. So multiple ways of connecting this up basically, which is really good. So you have a number of ways you can operate this. You can use it via elder, as I previously said. You can use the app, or you can use DMX. Or you can link them out, master and slave, or you can use the inbuilt shows on them as well. So quite a diverse fixture in how you can use it and operate it. Menu itself, I believe, is touchscreen. You can see it's got the sealant around it to stop the water ingress as well. Power on switch, which is pretty evident. Let's turn it on. I should also mention as well in the bag, the reason why it's probably not turning on is because there is a safety connection unit, which all lasers come with basically. Without this little chappy here, your laser would not work if it's not connected and joins and complete the circuit basically. So moving on, turning it around to the front. On some of their previous lasers, I noticed they have like a sliding cover which slides over the laser output section, so it stops the laser from firing inadvertently when you don't want it, but this one hasn't got it on it. It does have a fan at the bottom of it, and if you can see that little connection there, that is where this little device goes into to complete the circuit. As I said, without that it won't work. Also as well, we have our charging port, which is a 12 volt DC in as well. And we have another switch. I'm not quite sure what that switch is for at the moment in time, but I will find out, and I will cover that. I will cover that when I do a real-time review on it at a venue. Right, I'm going to take you through some of the specs as well. I'm going to refer to my notes as well while I do that. So I don't refer to my notes, there's no way I remember all these specs of it. So, as I previously said, it is a 6 watt RGBW laser that gives you 1 watt on the red, 1 watt, 2 watts on the green, and 3 watts on the blue. The reason why the blue needs slightly a little bit more wattage, because the blue is not that bright, so it needs a little bit more wattage for it to draw that brightness out of the color blue. Basically, green is fairly bright, red is a fairly bright color. Okay, the patterns you're aware of. It does animation as well. 512 DMX channels, as I previously mentioned. There's a Bluetooth app for it on iOS and Android. Right, I'm not going to go into all the specs because there's specs on it like nanometers and stuff like that, which is way too technical for your average user for laser. But some of the basic specs I will go over are the panning motion, which is 540 degrees pan, and it will give you 180 degrees tilt as well. As you said, IP65, and it is made out of metal and is solidly built. Basically, it is a piece of picture. I would say as well, a laser fitting is probably the only light I would personally say you can get away with just using one. You don't really need to use a appear, to be honest with you, unless you are doing a dynamic laser show and that's your forte and you're into lasers and you're into laser show, then yeah, a pair will be pretty much the bee's knees. But if you're just using one laser like myself, I know I will be using one laser, and how I will be using it, I will be kind of like aiming it at the ceiling. You can type on your phone on the app lifetime, basically text messages, and it will just throw it out there as quick as you've done it. Basically, it's really, really intuitive, and it's really quick how from typing it on your screen to project and sending it to the laser machine, and for it to broadcast it onto whatever surface you're aiming it at, basically. So that process does happen really, really quick, almost real time, basically, and that's how I will be using it for, just to announce simple announcements and stuff like that, basically, which gives it another dimension, another touch as well. So you all know it's rechargeable. Max distance, okay. The max distance on this is 100 meters. Now, 100 meters is ridiculously far, but the optimum distance is going to be 10 to 25 meters. That is the optimum distance. Anything over that, yes, it will reach that distance, but obviously the focus of it will probably diminish the further the beam throws itself and hits the surface. The further the beam throws itself and hits the surface is the more out of focus it is going to be. As I said, lasers aren't no joke, people. As you all know, it is a serious bit of kit, and when you do use a laser, you really do have to use it safely and have to use a bit of common sense as well. A risk assessment is always best when using a laser, so you consult with your vendor, you consult with the events coordinator, first of all, if you can use a laser. And my risk assessment will be previous what I've just said, along with making sure that there are no metallic reflective surfaces on the ceiling or whatever surface I will be aiming at. Make sure there's nothing which the beam can reflect off as well. That's got to be one of the most important things. And also as well, I won't be aiming it at people on crowd surfing or anything about that, or taking a risk and aiming it above a feet or two above people's head. It's just not worth the heartache in doing that if it goes sadly wrong for you. So 100% every single time it will be aimed at the ceiling, basically. So common sense with lasers, and you'll be pretty much fine with it as well. So this is the Shehds Constellaser. And once again, I've got to thank Shehds for sending this out to me. This is just a very, very quick unboxing, just to let you know what is in the box and what comes with. And also hiding in the box, we did have a user manual, basically. So which give you basic usage of how to use it and setting up, basically. And also we have a product information card as well. So that's your product information card, and this is your manual, which it all comes with. And that is pretty much it, ladies and gents. So this is the Constellaser from Shehds. It's a 6-watt RGB laser, which is brilliant. And I can't wait to get this charged up and use it at a venue and show you guys using the app, how it all goes together. That's how I'll be using it on the app. You can actually use it sound to light if you wish to, or you can actually use it via DMX if you're using a Wolf mix or anything like that at all, or if you're using sound switch as well. So there are multiple ways you can choose to use this. Yeah, I am really happy with this fixture. Basically, it is a solidly built fixture, very solidly built and well built as well. So I can't wait to get this into operation and to give you guys and girls out there a quick demo of how it all goes together. So like I said, just a quick unboxing. I'm not going to walk through any of the menus or anything like that. That will be done at an event. So we will walk through the menu at the event. And once again, I've got to thank Shehds for sending this out to me. It is very much appreciated. I will leave a link to the Shehds website for this, where you can hop on over and have a nosy about and have a look at this. And also any other fixtures which you might tickle your fancy as well, you might want to pop over to Shehds website and have a look at that. Until the next time, I will see you all soon. And remember to keep it locked into College of Irvine Disco. And remember, people, keep it real out there.